If you're used to the East Coast, LA will mess with your brain. In a good way. There's no single center. LA is a bunch of mini cities stitched together by freeways. Today, I am giving you 5 stops that instantly make LA make sense. And I'm adding East Coaster tips so you don't waste half your day in traffic. First thing you have to understand, this city is a sprawl. You can't just hop on a subway and be somewhere else in 15 minutes like you can in New York. You need a plan. Distances on a map are deceptive because of the traffic. So the golden rule here is to conquer the city, neighborhood by neighborhood. Think of it less like exploring a single city and more like a road trip between 5 different ones that just happen to be right next to each other. Our first stop is the perfect introduction to this idea. We're heading up to Griffith Observatory, not just for the building, but for the perspective it gives you. This is an LA icon for a reason. You've seen it in countless movies, from Rebel Without a Cause to La La Land. But what films can't fully capture is the feeling of standing up here, watching the sprawling grid of the city stretch out to the horizon. It's here that the sheer scale of Los Angeles really hits you. For an East Coaster, a skyline usually means one thing: a dense cluster of skyscrapers downtown. In Philly, Boston, or New York, you look at the center of the city to see the skyline. But in LA, the skyline is the view from the city. You have to get above it, on a viewpoint like this, to truly see it all. The real beauty of Griffith is that it offers something for every part of the day. You can come up here in the morning for a hike on one of the many trails in the surrounding park, catching that crisp morning light. But the real magic happens at sunset. Watching the sun dip below the Pacific horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, while the city lights begin to twinkle on one by one below, is a core LA experience. It's cinematic, it's peaceful, and it's absolutely worth the effort. A crucial tip: arrive early, especially on a weekend. Parking is notoriously difficult, so give yourself at least an hour before sunset to find a spot and walk up. And don't forget a light jacket. Even on a hot day, the wind picks up on the hill after the sun goes down, and that desert air gets chilly fast. It's a classic rookie mistake to show up in a t-shirt and end up shivering through the best part. Next stop feels like an LA cheat code: art, architecture, and insane views. We're heading west to the Getty Center. This place feels like a different world. From the moment you park your car and board the futuristic tram that glides you up the hillside, you know you're in for something special. This is where LA feels expensive, in the best way. The sleek, travertine-clad architecture designed by Richard Meyer is a masterpiece in itself, gleaming under the California sun. The experience of visiting a museum on the East Coast is often an inwardly focused one. You go to the Met or the MFA in Boston, and you're there for the art. The building is a vessel, a backdrop. Out here on the West Coast, the setting competes with the art for your attention. At the Getty, you'll find yourself wandering out of a gallery of European masterpieces, drawn to a terrace with a breathtaking view that stretches from the downtown skyline all the way to the Pacific Ocean. It's part of the experience, not a distraction from it. The Central Garden, an ever-changing art installation by Robert Irwin, is a destination in its own right, a spiraling maze of plants and water that's just begging to be photographed. To make the most of your visit, a little planning goes a long way. Entry is free, but you must reserve a timed entry ticket online in advance. Parking isn't free, but if you visit both the Getty Center and the Getty Villa on the same day, you only have to pay for parking once. Plan to spend at least 2 to 3 hours here. You could easily spend more. For the best photos, head to the edges of the main terrace for those panoramic city views, and definitely spend some time exploring the different levels of the garden for unique angles. I recommend going on a weekday morning to avoid the biggest crowds and get that soft, beautiful light. Now we're switching gears. Classic LA coastline. We're driving to the coast, to Santa Monica. If you had to distill the iconic, sun-drenched California beach vibe into one place, this would be it. It's a mix of laid-back beach life, touristy fun, and a surprising amount of natural beauty. It's cleaner and more family-friendly than its southern neighbor Venice, but still has that unmistakable energy of the Pacific shore. The best way to experience it is to start with a walk. Park your car in one of the public lots and begin at Palisades Park. This long, narrow blufftop park is lined with palm trees and offers incredible views over the sand and the ocean. It's the perfect vantage point. From there, walk down to the historic Santa Monica Pier. Yes, it's touristy, with its Ferris wheel, arcade games, and souvenir shops, but you have to do it at least once. There's a certain timeless joy to it, especially as the sun begins to set. This is Golden Hour Central. The light reflecting off the water, the silhouette of the Ferris wheel, the surfers catching their last waves of the day. It's a filmmaker's dream. After you've had your fill of the pier, take a walk along the wide, sandy beach itself. For parking, the lots closer to the pier are more expensive. You can find cheaper rates if you're willing to walk a few blocks from lots further into town. When it comes to food, you can grab a quick, classic bite on the pier, like a hot dog or some ice cream. But the better options are a short walk away on the 3rd Street Promenade or Main Street. And a quick word on safety. It's a busy, popular area, but like any major tourist spot, just use common sense. Keep an eye on your belongings, especially on the crowded pier. Venice is where LA gets weird, in the most entertaining way. Just a short walk or bike ride south from Santa Monica, you'll find yourself in Venice, and the vibe shift is immediate. This is the city's bohemian, eccentric heart. It's a place of dramatic contrasts. The chaotic, vibrant energy of the oceanfront walk, or the boardwalk, set against the serene, picturesque beauty of the Venice Canals. The boardwalk is a spectacle. It's a stage for street performers, skateboarders, artists, and characters of every description. You'll see incredible talent at the iconic skate park, browse quirky art and t-shirts, and hear a dozen different kinds of music all at once. This is where an East Coaster's need for a grid system completely dissolves. In a city like New York, you might judge a neighborhood by its architecture or its layout. In Venice, you judge it by its vibes. And the vibes here are loud, creative, and unapologetically strange. Then, just a couple of blocks inland, everything changes. The Venice Canal. Historic district feels like another continent. These peaceful man-made waterways are lined with beautiful, unique homes, connected by charming footbridges. Walking here is a meditative experience, a complete 180 from the sensory overload of the boardwalk. My tip is to split your visit. Explore the canals in the quiet of the morning, when the light is soft and the water is like glass. Then, head over to the boardwalk in the afternoon, when the energy is at its peak. This is prime B-roll territory, but a word of advice: keep your camera gear minimal. A big, flashy setup can make you a target, and it's just cumbersome. A small mirrorless camera, or even just your phone, is perfect for capturing the spontaneous moments that make Venice so special. Last stop, the part of LA that surprises most East Coasters, downtown. For many, the idea of downtown LA is a bit of a question mark. It's not the central hub that downtown is in a city like Chicago or Manhattan. For decades, it was a place you worked in and then left. But that has changed dramatically. Today's DTLA is a fascinating mix of old and new, gritty and glamorous. It's the one part of LA that has a semblance of the density and walkability that East Coasters are used to, but with a distinctly West Coast flavor. We're going to focus on two key experiences that give you a perfect taste of this revival: Grand Central Market and the Arts District. Start at Grand Central Market. This bustling food hall has been operating since 1917 and is a true microcosm of LA's diverse food scene. You can find everything here, from authentic tacos and classic deli sandwiches to trendy egg sandwiches and craft coffee. The neon signs, the crowded counters, the sheer variety of smells and sounds, It's an amazing sensory experience. Plan to spend about an hour or so here, just grabbing a bite and soaking in the atmosphere. From the market, it's a short drive or a longer walk to the Arts District. This former industrial area is now a sprawling outdoor gallery covered in massive world-class murals. It's also home to some of the city's coolest breweries, coffee shops, and independent boutiques. Spend another hour or two just wandering the streets, camera in hand. You'll find incredible art around every corner. A tip for filming in Grand Central Market: get close-up shots of the food being prepared and use slow motion to capture the sizzle and steam. In the Arts District, wide shots are great for the murals, but don't forget the details, the textures of the brick walls, and the little bits of street art you'll find in between the big pieces. This is a part of LA that feels both historic and completely of the moment. LA isn't hard, it's just spread out. If you want, I'll drop a 1-day and 3-day East Coast efficient itinerary with the best route order. Comment East Coast LA and tell me what day you're visiting.